What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my full playthrough of Spongebob the movie on the PlayStation 2. When we last left off, we had just started the game. The first level of this game is called Say Cheese, or sorry, No Cheese. Because, I mean, in the movie, if you guys remember, the first scene in the movie was SpongeBob having a dream that he was the manager of the Krusty Krab. And there was this guy at the restaurant that ordered a Krabby Patty with cheese, and he didn't have any cheese on his Krabby Patty, so SpongeBob had to come in and rescue the day. So basically the first level was you going through this area of Bikini Bottom as you approach the Krusty Krab, and we learned a lot of moves. Like you press X to jump, you have your spin attack with square, and then we just had to make our way up some platforms, and we eventually made our way to the Krusty Krab, and then there was the cutscene of SpongeBob helping the guy. And then you see the cutscene, obviously, of Mr. Krabs saying to SpongeBob they didn't have the promotion, so he sulks away to the Goofy Goober's ice cream party boat, and that's where we are now. We're in level 2, which is called I'm Ready Depression. And so we saw SpongeBob, but he got away somewhere, and so now we gotta go track him down. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, let's collect some of these weights. Oh no, it's our first enemy of the game. Get out of here. Those guys are super annoying. Yeah, so we'll just clear this area out of all these weights. And if you want, you can destroy everything. There's a lot of things in this game that are destructible, and I love to just go around and destroy everything. Yeah, take that. Now who's gonna eat at your bar? And by the way, if you recognize this bar, this is the bar from the movie. I can't remember what it was called. The name will come to me at some point, but it was called like some kind of bar, and this is where they had their ice cream. Their what was it called? The triple gooberberry sunrise, and they had like 20 of them, and that's why Patrick has a lot of ice cream on his face. But I cannot remember the name of that bar. Yeah, destroy everything. Don't leave anything around. Screw you. This is what you get for making us go home. This does look like the actual restaurant from the movie, which is kind of cool. Alright, and then there's one more little secret in this corner. So you see this big piano with the organs coming out of it? If you hit it, it'll play the Goofy Goober song. Or I guess not, it's just like a regular song. But if you remember, this song was in SpongeBob off Bikini Bottom, which is kind of cool. So the cool thing about that is if you played the original SpongeBob Alpha Bikini Bottom on the PlayStation 2 and you went into Patrick's house and you hit his like gramophone, I think that's what it's called. It was sitting on the floor in his house. If you hit it, it plays that exact same song, which is cool because this game was made by the same people that made Battle for Bikini Bottom. So that's kind of cool. Let's make our way further in because our main objective is we gotta find SpongeBob. He's somewhere in here and we gotta track him down. Because we gotta rescue him. He's being held hostage by these madmen. Oh, and by the way, you see this platform in front of us? This will collapse once you get too far out. See? So now we've made our way down here. There's lots of boxes in here. And if you look over here, oh, I guess not yet. There's a different section where on top of the boxes you'll see a 50 weight. That's in a different room. But oh, there's another guy. Oh, there! Oh no! The cool thing about that enemy is he's very similar to those chomp robots in Battle for Bikini Bottom. The ones that would like run at you and then like spray some sort of gas and run away. It's the same exact kind of enemy. Oh, and if you look back there's more weights. Look at that. I'll take it. Yes, we're at 554 out of 1500, so we're getting close to our next upgrade point, which we'll probably use on getting Patrick some more health. Oh, we could jump on these cookie platforms. Yes, everything in here looks like food. It's so awesome. Uh-oh, there's a cutscene here. So you see that big gumball machine? Well, we're going to be meeting a new enemy. So we met the enemy that barfs at you. Now we're going to be meeting an enemy that has a broom, and they come at you with the broom. And you have to hit these enemies twice. That's what makes them so annoying. Look at them. They're trying to get Spongebob.
What's up, Patrick? You have got to try this new dog broom game. Where?
Oh, he took himself out. Yeah, come here, buddy. Watch out for the broom and then hit him. Watch out for the... Ow! Hey! What kind of hit detection is that? His hitbox is so huge. But look. Ah! Get that, stupid gumball machine. Alright, and then here's a button. Because you see here, there's where we just were. But it's like, wait, we gotta get across to that kitchen over there. Well, if you press this button, some platforms will appear. There we go, and then we can jump across. And then if we look that way, it's like, oh, there's something up there too. That's actually the end of the level. That's where we're trying to get to. And you're like, oh, why don't we just jump over there? Well, I don't think you can. Even with double jump, I don't think you're making it over there. Now we're in the kitchen. So you can destroy everything in the kitchen if you want. You don't have to. And oh, look, a Krabby Patty. Yes. Why is there a Krabby Patty just sitting around, man? Oh, up there. Ugh. Also very similar to SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, there was a lot of things you could destroy in that game. Especially in the Krusty Krab. In the Krusty Krab, you could like destroy everything in there. Ugh. Oh, and oh, we've made it to the Chocolate River. We're gonna meet another enemy. Well, not really an enemy, but you see that thing over there that looks like a circus tent, and it's got a cannon on top of it? That's actually an enemy spawner. So kind of like the Duplicatotrons. Remember the Duplicatotrons from Battle for Bikini Bottom, where they would like spawn enemies every now and again, and you had to destroy it so that it wouldn't spawn enemies? That's the same thing with this. This is basically the Duplicatotron. So we're going to get a cutscene of that showing it, and then you see those 4 buttons on the wall. I'll show you a better angle of when we get in here, but it's SpongeBob again. SpongeBob, how do you keep getting around so fast?
You again. I missed you guys.
What the? They destroyed their own spawner. The heck? See, look, they spawned these barf bags. Get out of here! Oh, and the cool thing is they barf, and then when they run away, they like fart. It's just, they're the weirdest enemy in this game, dude. Alright, the Up Chocolate Creek Challenge is now open. SpongeBob may play it once he has the Sonic Wave guitar, and I'll tell you more about that once we destroy this spawner. Get out of here, spawner! No, we spawned another guy. Get out of here. Oh, let's get this Krabby Patty real quick. I need that. Yoink. Get out of here, barf, man! Alright, so let me show you a better angle. So you see those 4 buttons on the wall over there? Well, we can't press those buttons yet. We need the Sonic Wave guitar, which is an ability we're not going to learn until the last level of this game. But if you press those 4 buttons, that door on the other side will open up, and we'll be able to go in there. And then there's a challenge we can do to get a Goofy Goober token, but we can't do it yet, obviously, so we'll just skip over that. So that's the cool thing about this game, is it's similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom, where there's some challenges that you'll have to come back to once you learn new abilities. So it's cool. It gives you a chance to replay levels that you finished. And as you can see, the checkpoint is the exact same checkpoint as Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's literally the same checkpoint, which is kind of cool. So I'm not sure how far in we'll make it in this video, because this isn't a very long level, and there's also not a whole lot we can do until we get our other abilities. But if you see this, we can actually do this. So if you press X to jump, you can actually swing from ice blocks. So you jump towards it and you press triangle. It's kind of cool. It's like a little way to get across gaps. So that's a new thing in this game. Only Sandy can do that in Battle for Bikini Bottom. Did you hear what he said? He said, beware of the girth. Well, sure. Alright, and then in here, there's a hidden little area with some more boxes. I'm trying to figure out what's in all these bags. I'm thinking it's sugar. The barrels, I have no idea. There might be anything in there. It's like another kitchen. What are they making in all these kitchens? There's more kitchens in here than the Krusty Krab. Okay, and then if you knock this door down, this is a hidden room. And look, there's another treasure chest. Sweet. So we got a new extra. So if you remember, if you press start and go to options, you can scroll down to extras. And let's see what extra we just unlocked. So it looks like we got the Mermaid Man Spongebob outfit. So if you remember in Spongebob the Cosmic Shake, which I did earlier this year, you could unlock outfits by playing the game, and you would get these coins that you could use to buy them. Well, it's kind of similar here, but you just have to collect these treasure chests. So we can get the Mermaid Man Spongebob outfit. So if you press X, you can turn on that costume. So now the next time that I play as SpongeBob, he'll be wearing a Mermaid Man costume, which is kind of cool. It's a little Easter egg in the game. Alright, so that's cool. Let's keep making our way forward. I don't think there's anything else down here. So you're like, well, how are we going to get back up? We're down here. Well, there's this trampoline. So that's kind of cool. Jumpy jump! And then just press this, press triangle, hold it, and then let go by pressing X, and then we're across. And then we can press this button to open the door. And now we're going to have another cutscene because there's more of those guys. I don't know what those are. It's some kind of candy that they come out of. I can't remember what that candy's called. Oh no. It was an ambush! Get out of here. Stop farting. It's so impolite. Alright. Got those guys. Oh, and we can take out these jellyfish because they give you some weights too. We're at 884. Oh, get out of here. Wow, I'm surprised those jellyfish didn't sting me. Oh, ooh, we're making our way to Mindy. Not physically Mindy, she's not actually here, but she's on these like shells, and this is how she'll teach us new moves. So how it works is there are a couple of moves in this game that we can learn, but in order to learn them we need a certain number of Goofy Goober tokens, and she'll tell you how many you need in order to learn the next move. So I think I have, what, 1 Goofy Goober token so far, so I think in order to learn the first move I need 2. So, but she'll tell us all about that once we get in there. Yep, so there's Mindy. Hello, Mindy.
Patrick, if you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the Cartwheel move.
So you see that? So if I bring her 2 Goofy Goober tokens, she'll teach us a new move, the Cartwheel move. So I only have 1, so I need to get another one. So there's a couple things I can do to do that, and I'll show you.
Whatever that move is. You will. Just bring me more Goofy Goober tokens.
Will do. Alright, so there's a couple of things we can do. Let me destroy all this stuff first, and then I'll tell you our options. I'm actually going to do both of them, and then that'll probably be the end of this part, I would think. And then in the next part, we can probably finish this level and find Spongebob. But the cartwheel move is actually pretty cool because you can use the cartwheel move to destroy stuff, and you can use it to destroy enemies, and you can get an upgrade to it that makes it even more powerful. Oh, it's flour. That's what's in those boxes. I thought it was sugar. Which you would think, I mean, it's an ice cream place. Why would you have flour and not sugar? But whatever. Alright, so we have a couple of options. So if we go forward, well, I guess we can't go forward yet. But we can go this way. So this is the an ounce of bounce challenge. So if we go this way, there'll be a challenge to bounce on some trampolines, and there'll be a Goofy Goober token that way. Or if you see this thing over here, this platform, this is a challenge. It's the Combat Arena Challenge. These are some of the most difficult challenges in the game. Obviously the first one isn't, but one of them is like really, really hard. But this one's not. But there are different challenges that'll be on these platforms. As you can see, if you look at the icon on the ground, it's like a bunch of people fighting. It's like that cartoonish thing where it's just a cloud of smoke and people are fighting and you just see fists and feet. So that's what the Combat Arena Challenge is, but there's some other challenges that we'll also be doing in this game. I think one of them's called the Rolling Ball Challenge, and those are pretty difficult too. And then there's the Floating Block Challenge, which are even harder. Don't even get me started on the Floating Block Challenges. Those challenges suck. But we're gonna go this way. So you just gotta break down all these walls. And we're in here. Okay, so there's the trampolines we gotta jump on, but we're gonna collect some of these weights. I will tell you about the Combat Arena Challenge. One of them is surprisingly easy, and it's really funny. And it takes place in like one of the last levels of the game, so you'd expect it to be really difficult, but you'll see when we do it, it's really hilarious how easy it is. But let's jump on these trampolines, and literally all you gotta do is jump on them, and that's it. And then we have the Goofy Goober token. So technically now we have two, so we could go back to Mindy, but I want to get the other one first. Alright, there we are. So that was it. That's literally all we had to do, was jump on, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 trampolines. It's a big room. I wonder what they use this room for. Who knows? And why is it hidden behind all these walls? And why is this like... This looks like rock. Why is it a rock room? I don't get that at all. Anyway, let's do the Combat Arena Challenge. This one shouldn't be too hard. This is kind of just an introduction to the challenge to show you what they're going to be like. So let's head on in. So you want to press R1 to warp to the Combat Arena Challenge. So we'll do this, we'll talk to Mindy, we'll get our next move, and then we'll end the part. Alright. So you'll see how this challenge works in a second, but you're basically facing off against waves of enemies. So it says defeat all enemies. Wave 1 of 3. So there's 30 enemies in wave 1. So if you do the math, that means in wave 2 there's going to be 40 enemies, and in wave 3 there's going to be 50 enemies. So this can get pretty tough. Are you ready, kids? Set, go. So the cool thing is this is actually similar to a challenge you could do in Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom. If you remember in the lighthouse in downtown Bikini Bottom, where you had to face off against waves of enemies in the lighthouse to get from the top of the lighthouse to the bottom. It's kind of similar to that. But let's go. So those spawners are spawning these enemies, and you just have to be very careful and just take out a few at a time and just avoid all their attacks. So this first wave is pretty easy because it's mostly just going to be these guys. As you can see, they spawn in a little bit at a time. The cool thing about this challenge, though, is if you see, there's a bunch of these Krabby Patties, so you'll have plenty of health if you're careful. But this, like I said, is just the first one, so it's not going to be too hard. It's just an introduction to how this works. So it's pretty easy. There you go, wave 1 done. So now wave 2, there's 40 enemies. Now we're going to see those like guys with the brooms. And they're way harder, because they just sprint at you. And if multiple ones hit you at a time, you could get really pummeled. Look at that, I just took out 15 people in like the blink of an eye. I wasn't even trying. The cool thing is you can kind of get them to like knock into each other, and you can get like multi-kills. That's why I took out so many people so quickly. Oh no! I was hit! Good thing I got a Krabby Patty. Out of here. Yeah, how about that, buddy? Out of here. Oh no! There's so many. Oh, now there's only 2 of them left. Out of here. Wave 2 complete. On to wave 3. Now there's 50 enemies. Easy. I'm just gonna hide in here. They won't see me. They won't see me. No, they see me. Oh, it was just a diversion. Ow. Oh yeah, celebrate. That is an interesting thing about this game, is that when an enemy hits you, they'll celebrate, and that's actually a good chance to attack them, because they won't be doing anything while they celebrate, so you can just take them out. Like that. Good thing Spongebob has 4 Krabby Patties. I upgraded him. And this is actually a really, good way to farm the weights. Because each of these guys is going to give you 1. I know that's not a lot, but it adds up when you're taking out over 100 enemies. Yeah, you guys don't stand a chance against me. You're too good. Just keep pressing that square button. That's all you gotta do. I love the noise that the broom guys make when you hit them. They're like, ugh! Yeah, now the spawners blow up. Kerpow! Yeah, and look, it said manly smash. Alright, now we have 3 Goofy Goober tokens. So now we can go talk to Mindy. Because we overachieved. She only wanted 2 and we're giving her 3. But now we'll get to learn the cartwheel move, which is useful for the next area we're going to be going into. And plus you can upgrade the cartwheel move, but we don't have enough points to do that yet. Oh, we gotta destroy all this stuff again? Really? You know what? We're gonna destroy all that stuff in the next part. Let's talk to Mindy so we can end this part. Mindy, we have 3 Goofy Goober tokens, so teach us that cartwheel move.
Okay, Patrick. Since you've brought me enough Goofy Goober tokens, you may now use the cartwheel move.
Yes. Now we can hit enemies while cartwheeling.
Time to spin?
Exactly, Patrick. Time to spin.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Alright, so just press the circle button, and when you do, you'll dash forward quickly, smashing anything in your path.
You better get going, Patrick. There's lots to do.
I do know that. There is lots to do. Okay, so that opens the door. We had to talk to her, or else that door was going to remain closed. So let me show you the cartwheel move. So as you can see, it's pretty powerful. It can destroy pretty much anything. And you can go forever until you hit like an enemy, then you'll stop. But you can just do this forever. You can literally just go through the level doing that. It's so cool. that stuff out of here. Alright, so now this is a good place to stop because the door is right over there, so that'll lead us into the next part. We'll probably be able to finish this level in the next part because there's not a whole lot left. We just have a couple more rooms to go through, and then we have to find Spongebob. But that should do it for part 2. This one ran on a little bit longer than part 1, but that's perfectly fine. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, then leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new by hitting that subscribe button. I'm currently at 523 subscribers. So with your help, we can get that up to who knows where. I mean, my next subscriber threshold's at 550, so we're pretty close to that. But after you subscribe, click that notification bell, set it to all notifications so you don't miss a single video I post. I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as I said, we'll continue with the second level in the next part, so I'll see you all later.